Matt Porter, our gadget guru, is here from Matt Porter Web Design, based at Innovation Martlesham on Adastral Park. Good morning.
Good morning.
Talking about workplace japes and pranks and all that kind of stuff. Did you get involved in that at all?
My first job, I was a trainee draftsman, apprentice draftsman for an engineering company, and they were very much into their... they did sort of initiations, but I told them that if they tried anything like that, they would be injured or something. But they did the thing.
Brave man to say that.
A bucket of sparks.
A bucket of sparks.
They did actually say, "Can you go and get a bucket of sparks?" Which I said, "Don't be ridiculous." But there was stripy paint, bucket of sparks, long wait, all of those
kind
things,
of things. Yeah. Ian from Felixstowe, when he was young, they sent him around all the butchers for a set of brine gloves. Went round 15 places, and they kept sending him on to the next one. Also had a friend who was once sent for a tin of rainbow paint. Well, you would, wouldn't you? And this is from Big Al in Felixstowe. When I worked as a policeman, when on nights and things were quiet, I would pop up on Newmarket hospital wards for a cup of tea with the night nurses. I would leave the marked police car parked round the back next to the mortuary because no one would damage or tamper with the car parked at night beside the mortuary. I got a call whilst having a cuppa to a drunk in the high street. I rushed to my Panda car, but it had gone. I thought it had been stolen. Oh dear, what do I do? Do I look for it before reporting it to my sergeant that the car had been stolen? The whole shift were in on it, apparently, and moved it using the spare keys. I found out who was the instigator, and the next night he was sent to a public telephone box to take a private call. When he went into the phone box in the dark, I quickly put a rope around it and tied it off. All the phone boxes opened outwards, of course. Left him there for an hour, says Big Al. That's what we want. And we want more of those.
Yes, that's
more
right.
of those kind of jolly japes. Right, you've got some speakers. Shelf speakers, big speakers.
I have, yes. They're quite big speakers, quite heavy, hefty speakers, more for the audiophile than for portable. These are proper speakers, but what they are is Edifier R1800BT. They all have these very complicated names, don't they? But it's basically it's a BT is for Bluetooth. So these have Bluetooth functionality on them. So simply, you switch them on, connect them together. They have a wire that connects the left to right, and then you switch your Bluetooth on your phone, press a button on the back of these speakers, and they will automatically connect.
Well, that's really interesting because for decades, when we've had separate speakers, you always wanted to get bigger speakers, didn't you? They used to be up on the wall, didn't they?
Yeah.
And all sorts of different places, but there would always be the wires dangling around. So now wire-free, essentially.
Yes, they are. And the thing with having, like you said, those speakers that you'd investigate, maybe getting wireless speakers back then, and they would be RF speakers where they'd be dropping out and you'd be getting poor quality sound out of them, where these are using Bluetooth, which is a tried and tested method for connecting devices. So yes, you can connect them via Bluetooth, but you also have all the standard other options on there, so you can connect them to your TV sound system. You've also got I think a headphone jack as well, so you can connect them to personal stereo, and there's adjustments on the back there for bass, treble and volume as well. So they've got your standard connectors really on the back, but the thing that sets them out is that they have Bluetooth, and obviously they've got an amplifier on them as well, which I believe gives you 18 watts of
18
sound.
watts of power. I think it's interesting because there is so much advancement in gadgetry now, and home stereo systems and various different things. It probably is at one point worth sitting down and just seeing what's out there like this, which you know, they're a decent size, but they're not too big, they're not obtrusive. Sit on a shelf out the way somewhere. You ain't got to worry about trailing wires from your
This is
stereo
something
system
that
to it.
would go in your man cave or your study or something like that. You know, a second room rather than perhaps your main living room, because it's very popular now in living rooms to have sound bars. They're very popular where they sit below your television, and they provide very, very good quality sound, and they're probably better for that type of environment. But these are more of a sort of I don't know, sit them on your shelf or beside your computer. I had them
playing a bit of music through your computer.
I had them either side of my Mac at work, and I connected my Mac to them via Bluetooth, so they worked very, very nicely.
How did I sound? All right.
You sounded very, very good indeed.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. Get the bass beat going.
Yeah. That's right. It was resonating through my desk as you spoke.
So they are called, what are they called?
Edifier R1800BT.
Okay.
And they are about £129.
And more details on the gadgets that Matt reviews, thegadgetman.org.uk.
Correct.
Thegadgetman.org.uk. And have a little look.
And they come with a little remote control with them as well.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
So if you're looking to change your speakers and change the stereo system at home, then check those out on Matt's blog, thegadgetman.org.uk.